Hola! Checking I'm recording. How are you? I hope you're doing well. So, we're going to look into, I got a question from one of you lovelies, and you were asking about this idea. Admittedly, I do not know much about this, but we'll go and see what we find out. The question was about DNA upgrades or activations. There's this idea that our DNA contains codes and information that govern our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. And by activating other codes within our DNA, this would enhance our abilities, improve our health, and even help us to connect with other realms of consciousness. So, let's see what's going on. I have no idea. And again, this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Tarot card reading. I will say there was, I don't know how many weeks back, or it's a month back. For a while, I had 2 weeks of high-pitched ringing in my ear. It would not stop. I don't have tinnitus. And I was like, oh, gosh. And before that, I had been, like, exhausted. A few nights not sleeping well. So I'm curious. A lot of times they say that this, now it's a theory, but they say it's due to like energy shifts, spiritual awakenings, and some people just think it's like it happens over time, like an evolution type thing. I don't know. All right, 6 of Swords. I would say that's already happening, or it has happened. It's like, okay, and currently it's 2 of Pentacles. So in the past it says, yes, that has been happening, allegedly entertainment purposes. And if you like readings like this, come into the Moon Moth Manor and get more. Okay. Now, this is where this gets interesting. This would say that there's been certain types of DNA activations, turning on, upgrades, whatnot, right? And then we have, yes, this is to improve the condition of the human. Yes. Working together, whoever does it. Is it God? Is it aliens? Is it Maybelline? I don't know, but there's something happening here in conjunction with some other entity. But now it's currently at a position where they're weighing options. Like, I don't know if this is like, hey, I took a Motrin and tell me in 20 minutes if that got rid of your headache. Like, that's how this comes across. Like, we just need to see how that settles out, shakes out in the human experience. Now, this is where it gets interesting to moi. In the future, we're seeing a 7 of Swords, sneaky snacker. Why? Because it seems as if something sneaky going on in the future, and we have the Queen of Swords. It is what it is. This is just what it is. An Ace of Cups, and filling us with, is this like people lying and saying, oh, I got my upgrades, my activations, I don't know. I need to investigate Moss. What's the 7 of Swords about? That's a odd thing to get. 7 of Swords, what do you mean? What's that in the future? Mm-hmm. Oh no, nakedy. Can't have that nakedy happening here on Tube of the U. Too many people are looking at tarot readings as their alternate to other Dirty Bird websites. My goodness. Oh, Skeletoni, you're going to have to move on over. We got to get more room to groove. Oh, still not enough? Come on. Come on, man. All right. This is like, I don't even know why, but part of me says, don't ask why. You know why. Because why do people buy fake Birkins? I don't know. I don't know where you buy a fake Birkin, but I don't even know if they have fake Birkins. Why do you buy a knockoff designer bag? Because you want to fit in with the Joneses. Why am I saying that? We have 7 of Swords, and I'm like, what would be sneaky snacker about DNA activations, upgrades, etc.? Because when we got the Queen of Swords, and it's like, well, it is what it is. It's just this is what happened. At some point when people, I don't know how this will happen, don't ask me, that people are aware, or it is made known to people that this has happened, that certain people be like, I got one too. I got one too. Mine was better than yours. Oh my gosh, So, I would say watch out for fake gurus, because that seems to be something that they would like to use to prey upon people. That's the main thing coming out. It looks like activations happened. They are all independent, unique type activations with whoever, God, Jesus, aliens, Alf, I don't know, helping to do this. Working together. Everybody's working together. It's almost like there was a customized DNA activation upgrade for everyone that was... Now, it kind of goes into... In the Moon Moth Manor, I have a video about the loud sounds things that people were hearing outside, and they recorded it, and nobody knows what the weird sounds are. And in that reading, a similar type idea that came up. So people get upgrades here. There's some people, though, kind of... I think this is why we're going to have some, like, I got upgrades, and they wouldn't know if they got an upgrade if it, like, hit them upside the head, because they're just not spiritually attuned to, like, I don't know, I'd call them, like, you know, soulless, or kind of a demon light, right? There's this idea, like, they wouldn't be able to tap into the upgrades that they got because they're just not that deep. They're not that deep. So there is this idea that everybody got it, but everybody's not going to know how to use it, how to access it, or maybe sometimes not even care to use them, access them. This is talking about, though, that it's important that people go into a state of meditation. They go to a quiet place. They start getting into a prayerful action. However that happens for you, to start listening, paying attention to your intuition. It's like the intuition's been taken up a notch. There's new ideas. There's new discoveries to be had with this. But it's again this idea that not everybody takes advantage of this, right? Not everybody's into it, but some people will say, oh yes, I've got... This is where I think at some point the gurus will be like, you know, that latest DNA activation that came through? Well, it activated 47 strands, but I can get you all 77. Come to me and I'll do a remote activation of all your whatevers, right? It feels like that. That's why there's this getting away with stuff, because there's people who are going to use this at some point for money-making stuff. For normal people with good intentions and good souls, you just go into your own quiet place and start a meditative practice, prayerful, quiet, silence, listening, making it a habit, working to connect, to listen, quiet your brain, all of that stuff. That's you helpful, good stuff for you. You don't need to go to some fake guru. These people, though, it's an interesting idea, too, because there's some type of blockage. I don't know if that's quietly put into their upgrades, like you can't use your upgrades for bad. It could be. It's like they're not activating a higher vibration. They can't tap into it. People who are like, good, nice, decent people have a higher vibration than scuzz buckets here. So you have access, and currently it seems like they're shaken out with your system. That's how that's coming through now. All right, which is interesting. So thank you, who sent that question in. That's not what I expected. Let's see what. We're going to pull out this deck. It seems to be appropriate for this. Well, it's like a couple decks put together, Rebecca Campbell decks put together. What advice do our collective spirit team, realm, aliens, Alf, Maybelline, what do they want us to know? I wish I would get an upgrade on the length of my fingers so I could hold big deck of cards. That hasn't come through. Okay, we have the Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Kind of an interesting card there when you think about everybody getting the same upgrades, but then there's going to be this kind of thing with people who don't want to tap into it. And we have the Wild Rose, do it your way, embrace your uniqueness, untamed. Whoops, there's a little dusty on there. Untamed. Everybody's activations are unique. Yours does not look like Joe Bob's over there. We have the Bud, potential, promise, it's about to happen, keep going. We have the Sun, joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, play. And our last one, your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So, whatever these are for you, which seem to be individually customized for you, much like Burger King where you can have it your way, or at least you could back in the day. They're all customized individually to you. It is up to you to tap into your full potential. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Be aware of gurus who say they can because they're full of malarkey, and that is not their highest intention. Their intention is to take you for a ride and probably get a couple dollars out of you. There you go. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Adios.